Yo, this is your boy LS, recording artist, producer, songwriter, man, the one and only. I'm sitting here chilling with your boy on Europe TV.
We up, they down. That's cause we stayed down until we came up. Until we came up. Yeah. We up, they down. That's cause we stayed down until we came up. Until we came up. Hey, whole lot of shit I've been through. Whole lot of
LS.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Europe TV, my man.
Right on, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I appreciate you for reaching out and actually accepting my invitation as well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All on me.
Yeah, so this is my first time in Colorado, man. I don't know if you've been following the platform, but I'm from Greenville, North Carolina.
Okay.
That's miles and miles and miles.
Deep down in there.
Yeah, we nowhere near this area at all.
Right.
Like, I don't know nobody who's ever been here except for, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But so what is it like being, you know what I'm saying, our complexion in this area, bro?
Number one, you're heavily a minority.
Word, heavily.
There's other types of brown, but not our type of brown. So
Okay.
I think the numbers was like it's under 10% black here, if I'm not mistaken.
Under 10%?
Under 10%, yeah.
Sheesh.
And coming where I'm from, I'm from just outside of Kansas City. I'm used to seeing a lot of pepper in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Coming here,
He said pepper.
a lot of pepper. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's lacking a little. You know when you see
I
the meat,
know
they ain't got no
exactly what you
seasoning
mean,
on it,
bro.
you know what I mean? So, but no, like coming here was a little bit of a culture shock because it's like pristine. You know, you got the mountains. They really do a good job of keeping stuff clean. It's a lot of green here as far as but like parks and outdoors and all that. So you come here and it's like, oh, it's so fresh. But then you look around and there's nobody else that looks like you enjoying this fresh air.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And people are typically cool. You know, there's nonsense everywhere.
Yeah.
But you know, people are typically cool here, so you kind of adjust to it. But then when I go home, it's like I get slapped again with another culture adjustment because now I'm back home, like everything looks like me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I got you.
So it takes a little bit of adjustment, just like the elevation. You know what I'm saying?
What's the best thing to do? The best thing to do in the city if you're a tourist?
Denver's really good with like art, man. There's so many dope art museums here.
Word.
You know, I'm not necessarily the smoker, but you know what I'm saying, I'll do a quick edible here and there.
Oh, word.
Do a little edible.
Is that that's legal here too? Edibles?
Oh yeah,
Word.
Of course, yeah. You go to dispensary, you know what I'm saying?
We gotta go to a dispensary.
Yeah. You reminded me, you're like, I need to go get some. Because that's part of my workflow, you know what I'm saying? I take a little edible, had a tequila parked, and we buy. But no, do an edible and go check out the museums. That's really crazy. Our aquarium's really dope.
Word.
The whole walk under the water and the fish are over the top.
I got that?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's downtown.
Yeah. I'm going.
We
might go tomorrow.
Even with COVID, like they got it. I think it's by reservation, so you just got to set your time online, and then you show up, and they got it segmented out so you don't bunch.
Facts.
But yeah, it's just dope. So there's a lot of good things to do. That's just vibey here. And then of course you got the mountains. They're 30 minutes and you can go hike. You know, you won't breathe, but you know what I'm saying? But you can go hike a little bit.
When'd you first get into music, man?
I've been into music basically since my talking years, man, toddler age. My mom said, you know, back in the day, like I always had like this knack for music, and I just would sing. I would sing along, like I'd be humming.
Can you tell us a story about earlier when you said you heard Sammy?
So Sammy, back in the day when I first realized like I might have had a little something going on. Sammy had jumped off with the I like the way, and then you know I still had the little non-puberty voice, so I could hit all that stuff he was doing, and I was like, yo, I sound like Sammy, you know, and that was like the first flash of like, okay, he's on the radio all over the place, but I sound just like him, but you still don't necessarily, when you first realize your gift, you don't always dive headfirst into it because you're nervous about people accepting it. And that was the first time I dealt with like keeping that part to myself because I was worried if somebody else was going to agree that I sound like Sammy or not. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. I feel that.
But yeah, that was my first time, man. That Sammy, that was a big record for him, and I identified with it because that's that puppy love stage.
Facts. What would you say has been the hardest thing to do, man, when trying to be an artist in the industry? Because I know we talked earlier, and you say you're an independent artist. Yeah. And you've been independent.
Yeah.
So what do you think has stop you from making it in the game?
One of the bigger hurdles to jump right now specifically is not necessarily the creative part, right? Because that comes with knowing who you are.
Yeah.
I'm old enough now. I've experienced enough life to where I'm comfortable in my own skin.
Okay.
I'm comfortable with the story I need to tell.
Okay.
I know what story to tell, and I know who to tell it to. Now it's getting other people to know that you're a storyteller. Marketing, branding, the things that don't come naturally to me specifically. I never had the dream of having a fashion line or being some type of an entity outside of what I do with music. I just genuinely love music so much. Other people came across it and said it sounded good. So that part of making it more of an industry and revenue stream, that's like the hardest part, man. Is just everything away from the microphone and the keys. You know, for me.
Like the business aspect.
Yeah, the business aspect. Like I'm all about counting my zeros, but you got to know how to put it in front of somebody so they can give them to you.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest part. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool and refreshing. Like I always try to keep an open mind with life. So I can be receptive to learning, because that's how you continue to grow. You got to be ready to learn. And what better way to live your life when you're constantly learning for something that you're generating? You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be cool with learning business and things of that nature associated with my music because it's mine. Yeah. You know, it's not for somebody else's business. I'm learning how to do their books. This is my bookkeeping. True. You know what I'm saying? So
what would you say to a young up and comer artist, you know what I'm saying, and give, because I know I've heard some of your music. Yeah. And you're actually talented. Right. Appreciate that. Yeah. I don't really say that to everybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate the honesty, because there's too many people that are talented right now. You know what I'm saying? There's not enough no's, it's too many yeses. Yeah. And yeses are necessary so you can refine yourself. You know what I'm saying? Some people are feeling like they've arrived and you haven't went anywhere. You you still on the porch. You just went outside.
That's true.
What I'm saying?
That's true.
So
but that's why we had these interviews, man, to bring people down to ground level. Right. You see what I'm saying? Like, this gives people an insight of you, who you are as a person. Sure. Of course, they see you as an artist. Yeah. But when you have an interview and actually talk, people see your personality. Right. Because now what I'm realizing is that people buy into the artist more than they buy into the art at this point. Yeah. Like, let's go business. They'll buy into the person more than they buy into the product. Yeah. And all you need is 1,000 fans, and you're going to get money every day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
that's the threshold.
That's true. Yeah. That's it.
But once you reach enough of a learning curve, you got to recognize that and pass it off. Yeah. And that's one of the hardest things to do as an artist, because these are your kids, these are your babies. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So you're protective. But
you do got kids, right?
Yeah. How many? Two boys. Yep. Word. 2 boys. Little music heads in the making, man.
You go through y'all got baby mama drama up here?
Oh no, man. They do. I don't. Yeah. Oh, I don't, okay. Man. I'm one of those, man. I'm such a patient person. Word. And I understood what making that relationship work is going to do for the longevity of my career, especially in the initial stages of it. Yeah. And just making sure I foster a clean environment, as clean as possible, for my kids, man. Yeah. They don't understand a difference between living at home, mommy and daddy life at home together, or mommy stays here and then daddy stays here, because we still remain a unit. There's bumps in the road, just like anybody else, but I always try to remember about the war, not the battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to win every one of them, because a lot of times, like, she's very emotional sometimes. It's just the way it is. I'm not. You know, I'm straight down the middle. I'll let her fume, get that out of her system, and eventually I'll get a text, my bad. I won. It's because I didn't react in the moment. You know what I'm saying? And we keep it moving.
That's fact.
You know, so it's all good.
How important you think it is to be an artist? I mean, not to be an artist, but to be independent these days.
It's control. Being an artist is to create. And why would you ever want to necessarily be told what to do? A lot of us have to have that moment of jumping from, like, the 9-to-5 lifestyle and breaking out on your own and chasing your dreams. Okay, well, why jump just to jump back into somebody else telling you what to do? I feel like if you're not ready to really get out here, that's why I always tell people to be patient with their gifts, hone in on them. Okay, you sing and you write. Well, learn how to tap a little bit on the keyboard, so you can learn how to create something or sample if you can't play anything. Learn how to do certain things for your own creatives. That way you don't need those outside resources. There's benefits, but why not have all that stuff polished as well as you can, and then bring it on a platter for a potential label to come in and maybe they just do a distribution with you because your product is solid. You know what I'm saying? That's just leverage.
Yeah.
I don't believe in just handing slices of pie away. I'll give you a slice.
Word.
But you're not just gonna come in and take it. No.
I respect that. I respect that. Who's some of your favorite Colorado artists?
There's a few that are on the grind here. Colorado seems to be more of a hip hop centric vibe.
Word.
One of my guys, he's pretty dope. Trev Rich.
Word.
He's pretty popping. There's another artist named AP. They're kind of in cohorts with each other. They're boys. Okay. AP's he's stupid swag.
Oh, word.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. From the rap style, there's a female rap artist here. Two of them. There's one Ku Quay. Okay. Ku Quay. She's pretty dope. J Triple.
Word.
J Triple's barred up.
Word. Y'all
hella bars.
Word.
Yeah, J Triple's pretty hard. So that's from the hip hop perspective. And the R&B, myself included. There's another gentleman here by the name of Will Geis. He's got more of a hood kind of vibe to him. He's not as new edition as I am. Yeah. But he's still pretty polished. And then Rachel Bailey, on the female side, she's pretty dope. And there's a couple others that are really starting to get their feet wet and make some moves happen. But it's just about that consistency, man. You can hear when you push play. That's why I love music and dealing with a lot of people in the music industry, because once you get to a certain point, you don't have to talk about what you're doing. You just push play. And if you're doing the work, if you're growing, if you're grinding, people can listen to something from 2 years ago of yours and hear now, and they can see that you put the work in, because your product's going to continue to grow because you're growing. And so a lot of them, they're starting to get going just the same as me. But it's definitely a wealth of talent here. It's just, you know what I'm saying, you got to find your identity in the mass, swamp of music now. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure out where your fingerprint is. So
respect. So if you were to master gas, man, in 2 years, where would you see yourself? If you master gas and actually put your right foot forward and go straight into the industry. The industry. Yeah. Where would you see yourself?
Probably still living here.
Word.
I probably wouldn't have. So I do Uber on the side, just a side hustle, just to keep everything rolling.
Yeah, that's how we met you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, it's
you can tell them how we met. You good?
Yeah. So with Uber, man, Uber at first, man, a lot of people be like, oh, you're a taxi driver, right? You know what I'm saying? They try to water you down. But what I found out with Uber, not only does it pay ridiculously well, because Denver is such a ride share friendly city, man. Like, people, they call Ubers, it's a part of life here.
Word.
Everybody calls Ubers. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
I've been getting Uber Eats a lot.
Yeah, Uber Eats. So you can do both at the same time when you do Uber. It's not separate. Word. So I could pick a person up and then go pick up a Whopper for the very next ride. That's $20. Yeah. 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good little side hustle. But the networking is just A1 on it. And like I said, being able to get connected with you through that, obviously it speaks for itself. This doesn't happen without me driving Uber. You feel me?
Also,
you good?
I was going to say, also, you were talkative, which is great.
Yeah.
You set the vibe. I was definitely, because I've just head down to Ubers because it's just sometimes it's just the worst. But I'm glad that you opened up. Yeah.
Like I told her in the car, look, hey, turn my music all the way up. Just let me just.
And it's like a balance in that, because with music, me being a producer, not even just the artist, but me working with other personalities. Yeah. That kind of was almost like a training to be personable in the Uber environment. Like, you get people come in, they smoking, they on this, they on that, and you got to get them to focus, because your job is to deliver a product. You're getting paid to come up with X. It doesn't matter how you did it, but you need to end up with X when that session's over with. And in Uber, I need to get you to your destination without you trying to jump in the front seat. Yeah. Without me elbowing you in the back. You know what I'm saying? Or us getting in an accident. I got to get you safely.
What's the worst Uber ride you've had? Yeah, talk about it.
I've never had anyone try to rise up.
Okay.
So I've done thousands of rides, man.
You've done thousands?
Oh yeah, man. I'm like 6,000 in a couple of years, bro. I'm a hustler on it. It's my money, bro. But
that's all you do full time?
Yeah, I do that and then this.
Word?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. I used to do some other things. I used to work physical therapy and some other stuff, man. I got a little bit of a brain in here, but music just got too loud. I couldn't hear that anymore. I had to hear nothing but music, so Uber's the least resistive to that. So, but I haven't had any crazy stories of kicking anybody out. I've had some dudes at 3 a.m. asking if I got a piece in the front seat, asking if I would ever fight anybody, and I just tell them like, if I can put the car in park, that's your ass.
Yeah.
And you know, I always say, you know, I'm like, not you, man, not you. I'm not talking about you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you understood, you know, just to kind of keep them in check, just in case they felt froggy.
Yeah.
If I can put it in park, that is your ass. Once the car stops moving, and I can do one of these moves and get back there, it's over with for me. So then they usually chill out once they see I'm not the shortest dude ever, and not super small miniature, so it's all good.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
What should I do, man, when I leave? Like, how should I tap in with the community, man? How should I get up with people?
I mean, everybody here in the music community specifically is really friendly, man.
Word.
Facebook friendly. That's one thing about Colorado I'll say, man. Colorado has been, the last few years, it's been a mecca for people trying to find a way for themselves. They don't want to do what somebody else has established. There's a lot of entrepreneurial mindsets here.
Word.
You know, and with the Uber game, like I find a lot of, like I found her.
Yeah.
She's an entrepreneur.
That's
and that instantly, that's the vibe.
Yeah.
And so that is something like if COVID wasn't around, hating on everybody, you go to a bar, every other conversation, somebody's doing this. They run an IT company they just started. They got a new app they getting ready to launch. And those are all tools, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You start out by having a beer with a dude. What's up, man? Your name's Chad? Okay, Chad, I'm Lamont. What's up? Next thing you know, Chad can get you hooked up, and you know, maybe you do a jingle for Chad for his company. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
there you go. And that's like an everyday lifestyle here.
Word.
That Denver offers that a lot of places don't, man, because it's so young.
So what about for the urban area? There are a lot of opportunities for y'all out here?
There's a lot of opportunities because there's money.
Word.
Black folks spend money, man.
Yeah.
And those that be understand that. You know, the black dollar is very powerful.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard sometimes getting black people to spend on black though. You know, that's kind of the hard thing. But if you can present yourself and not, like I heard something on the 85 South show, DC Young Fly was like, you know, make sure you ask me to help you after you've asked somebody else, right? And because he's established, he's got a little money, whatever. He's like, I'll help you, but I don't want you testing it out on me. Like, come to me with your plan together. And I feel like if that was such a poignant thing to say, because I feel like a lot of people share their ideas before they really have a plan. And I feel like if black people step to each other more polished and respectful of our time and resources, I feel like we would get somewhere faster. Just take time to actually hear what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Write it down, look at it for a minute, and then submit it to somebody else to join in with you.
Right.
I feel like a lot of people get started wanting to do something and they have no idea on how to do that. You know what I'm saying? They thought of it, man, I want to fry fish and sell dinners. All right, man, well, you know what I'm saying, who's cooking? Because you can't cook. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, have a plan. And there's a couple people here who are doing that, but it just, you know, it's a momentum-based thing, man.
Is there a lot of competition here? Is it like, you know, a lot of cities have a competition mindset?
Yeah, they get competitive here.
Word.
And I take full advantage of not really being in that, because like I said, the majority of people here doing music, it's just assume you rap. So since I'm not in that range, I kind of leapfrog past a lot of BS when it comes to that, because I'm a singer. So I don't really even get put in that. You know what I'm saying? But from a rap perspective, I noticed, being from my perch, looking on, you know, a lot of them, they'll get a good wave on something's taking some numbers, and yeah, the next person's trying to, you know, siphon off of that instead of being like, hey, yo, great, man, because you're putting light on somebody else. That's one song. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty other songs to hear. Let that song ride. Get your song ready. And when they move on from that, they're going to look and see, well, what else is coming from this community? What else is coming from this environment? And there's a lot of talent here, but I feel like they get a little crabby with each other, man.
Crabs in the bucket?
A little bit. And they got to work that out a little bit, because, like I said, I always tell people, like, man, I didn't go to high school with you. We didn't go to rival high schools. You didn't date my girlfriend and take her from me, or I didn't take your girl from you. I came here with my ambition. So I'm looking past all that. So a lot of that stuff that goes on from a local standpoint, I just kind of superseded. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. Respect.
So, yeah, man.
Yeah. Do you have any encouraging words, man, you want to give to the people that's watching?
Man, I'm a big optimist, man. Never ever look at what's going wrong. Always look to find a way to figure out how to make things right. That's my biggest thing every day. You know, I had a flat tire this morning. Now I'm getting an interview with you.
Facts.
There you go.
Facts.
You know, and it's just the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And so that's the way I always try to live. I speak it. Get a whiteboard. Write goals down so you can see them every day. And then watch yourself start checking stuff off of there just magically. Like, man, I got that done today. Right. That looked crazy 3 weeks ago. Right. It's done now. Yeah. That's the way it goes, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Appreciate that, man. For those that are watching, make sure you subscribe to Yerp TV 252.
Do that.
Make sure you go. I forgot to ask you. Where can we find you on social media?
Oh yeah, LSB Chords, LSBCHORDZ, and that's everywhere. It's the same handle. I don't do 5,000 different handles on 5,000. No. Just or Google it. It'll pop up. You'll find me everywhere.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, man. So, like I said, go make sure you follow him on his social medias, man. Show him some love. I'm in Denver, Colorado, baby.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? All the way from Greenville, North Carolina. 252 to what? The 720? What's
720 303.
303?
That's
word. 252 to the 303.
Yeah, 303, man.
Lit, man.
Mile high.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Y'all call it Mile High?
Oh, yeah, it's a mile high.
A word.
Yeah, downtown is. Actually, right now, it's even taller than that.
What you mean?
Wait, what?
A mile high off of sea level.
What?
We were talking about this in the car.
Yeah, I heard y'all say something about sea level, but I don't.
Even this is actually higher than Denver. Denver's lower than Aurora.
We're higher. Yeah. Like North Carolina is way down.
Yeah, bro.
Sea level is like the ground, right?
Yeah. Ground level, like Carolina sea level. Kansas gets close. Kansas is like 450 above. God, so that's really low too. Yeah, you up here. That's why you can't breathe.
Yeah, I can't breathe.
Can't breathe.
Yeah, I can't breathe up here, bro.
Straight J Holiday.
You want you wear a mask?
Oh yeah, the mask takes all that oxygen away. You just breathing carbon monoxide all day.
Jay Holiday, that's what you sound like.
See?
Yeah.
Oh, you like that? Yeah, that's cool.
Not like that, but like that genre.
Yeah.
Should you sing for us? Sorry.
Yeah.
You gotta give it up.
Yeah,
you gotta give it up, man.
Or just a beat on or whatever.
Let me see. I'm gonna keep it 96. Do a little Drew Hill.
Yeah.
There you go. Candle lights when we're alone. I'm up in your mix if you put me on. Baby, talk to me, I'll understand. Your need to feel a gentle hand. It's not my style, I can't lie. You know I like to serve you on a freaky side. What you want, I can't ignore. Baby, tell me what you're looking for. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Boy, LS, man. Yerp TV 252. Yes, sir,
exactly.
Man. You know what's going on, man. Yerp.
Hey,
man, I appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir, man.
What you doing, Quasi? Shit. Working on my bankroll. Trying to flip it cause I'm tired of the same mode. Getting richer on these niggas, that's my main goal. Shit. What you doing, Kelly?
Stacking, trying to lay low. My amigos say I'm at them brand new level. Know the devil